Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the session today with PWC. So while we're waiting, I believe that we still have more students joining in a little bit late. But before we start and welcome our guest speakers to join and share with us about PWC and like about topic steady steps make good career progress, I would like you to join the mentee with us to share a little bit about yourself. Which year are you studying in and which major that you're studying in RMIT? Okay, so please join the mentee with us with the code on the screen 17764141. In case if you cannot join mentee, please feel free to type in the chat box your question, your answer. Okay. Right. So the first question, what year of study are you in now in RMIT? I see here we have 25% alumni, more than 50% second year student. We also have third year student here. Okay, guys, so if you still you cannot join menti.com, so please feel free to type in your studying year in the chat box. 30% alumni. Oh, we have a majority of the student here are from second year student.
Should have a fresh graduate.
Yes. Oh, we got a first year student already here. Hello, Man. Fresh graduate student as well. Hello. Okay, so I will keep this question in 10 more seconds and then we'll move to the next question. So as we can see on the screen right now, so more than 50% are from second year, and we got the second majority is 31% from alumni, and then we also have first year and third year student. Welcome. Okay, the next question. What major are you in? Let's see. Ecofin, of course. Yes. Economics and finance. Right. Welcome. Management. Okay. Profcom, professional communication. Oh, we also have human resources here. Actually, I am also represent for human resources management. Welcome. So if you see on the screen, if we have a bigger words means we have a lot of students come from the same major. So I believe that the majority of the student here from economics and finance. We also have IT student here. Welcome. Entrepreneur, digital business, and we also have digital marketing, engineering as well. Welcome all. Oh, design as well. Great. Okay, so Thank you so much for your input. Most of the students from the School of Business and Management and some from the other schools. Welcome all for the recruitment session with PWC. So now I would like to invite our main guest speakers today. The first one, Mr. Tăng Điền An, Associate, Product and Technology Business Operations. The second one, anh Phạm Trọng Vinh, also an Associate from Product and Technology, Business and Operations. And the last one, Lê Trần Kế Tường, Senior Associate, Product and Technology, Business Operations. So please send them a welcome, say hi, or you can send them heart from the icon on the screen. Welcome all the guest speakers. So now I will give over the floor to you. Over to you. Hello, anh Thái. You will share the screen, right? Or
Yeah.
okay. So far we haven't seen your screen yet.
Okay, have you seen it?
Yes, we can see your screen right now. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but we
Oh,
cannot
great.
see you.
Okay, first of all, thank you for having us today to give an introduction about PWC Vietnam and our service. So briefly, we're going to go through the three main parts. The first one will be the PWC Global Network. The second one is PWC Vietnam, and the last one will be career opportunities. Okay, so about global network. Is anyone here can tell me? Can anyone here can tell me about where is our first head office is located? Hello. Yes, that's right, mine. Our first headquarters is located in London, United Kingdom. So we have more than, and now we have more than 284,000 people in our network, and we have presented in 155 countries already. And one more thing, can anyone tell me what did PWC stand for? Can anyone tell me what is the PWC stand for? That's too much, Lee. Yes, Wing is right. PWC actually stand for Price Waterhouse Cooper. Yeah. So this is our heritage. So in 1849, we have Samuel Low Price created the firm in UK, and William Cooper established the firm in UK in 1854. Price partnered with Holy Lands and Waterhouse in 1865. Librand, Rose, and Montgomery launched in US in 1898. library established in 1957, and we have the Dane Price Waterhouse Cooper in 1998. And we officially have the name PWC in 2011. So about PWC Vietnam, can anyone tell me which year that we are established in Vietnam? Yep, 1994. That's right. So we have our office in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, established in 1994. And now we have more than 1,000 local and expatriate staff. And what makes us different? Because we have a strong relationship with key government authorities. We have a multidisciplinary team with expertise across a range of skill sets and industry. And we can access to additional Vietnam specialists in the PWC regional and global network. So here is the two office in Vietnam. We have a Ho Chi Minh office located in Saigon Tower, 29 Lê Duẩn, District 1. And then we have the M floor, the second floor, the third floor, the fourth floor, the eighth floor, and the 16th floor. It's quite a lot. And in Hanoi, we are located in Kang Nam Landmark, 72 Phạm Hùng, Hanoi. Okay. Okay. So, as you may know that I guess that the majority of students know that we are famous in financial audit, but we also provide more than 40 services, including 5K of life service. We have assurance, deals, consulting, tax and legal services, and finally the internal firm service. In assurance, we will have financial audit, like you know what it's famous about, like we have cybersecurity, risk assurance, IT risk assurance. In deal, we're gonna have strategy, transaction service, valuation, business restructuring, working capital management, capital project and infrastructure, and deal value. And in terms of consulting, we will have strategy and digital transformation, which is Mr. Ang is working at. We have data and analytics, have cloud transformation, financial information, digital innovation, and product. We also have risk consulting in financial crime, cyber and forensics, financial risk management, risk and reg transformation. And then tax and legal service, we will have corporate income tax, transfer pricing, personal income tax, payroll outsourcing, and legal consults. So different from the four line of service, the internal firm service is more about serving the internal customer, which is our college. So we're going to have human capital, IT, marketing and communication, risk and quality, and digital transformation office. So lastly, I would like to pass this to Mr. Ngọc Anh, our senior manager of the human capital, to present to us career opportunities.
Thanks, Hai. Hi, everyone. My name is Ngọc Anh, and I'm from Human Capital team as well. So today I would like to share with you some insight about our career opportunity and some key highlight on our compensation and benefit program for your reference. Next slide, please. All right, so in this slide, I would like to bring you an overview on what benefit PWC can offer to you. So the first thing I would like to mention here about is learning and development. So this is very important for us, and that's why I would like to mention about this first. So at PWC, we support you to continue to learn and grow. Learning at PWC is something happen every day, all around us, with numerous possibilities. So as a member of the team, so you have the access to a wide range of benefits that help you to pursue your professional goals. Full sponsorship of professional qualification like ACCA, CPA Australia, CPA Vietnam, or ICAW. Uh, you have an opportunity to learn from the best expert in the market when you work on project. And over the last 5 years, we have been investing a lot in our people digital skill training. So we will provide you a personalized learning experience. We have the online platform Vantage. We have different training program on digital skill like data, new technology like AI, machine learning, etc. And more importantly, we have also a secondment policy. So gaining experience to secondment opportunity within the network, the PWC network worldwide, is also one of the key people priority of the firm. So you will have the opportunity to work on different projects with different line of service and also international assignment with, both on-site or off-site. Okay, next is about the initiative. Back to the slide, please. So it's about health and well-being. So we invest a lot on health and well-being. We provide you the accident insurance, health insurance program, and we have launched 5 years ago the Flex. We call the Flex Plus program, Be Well Work Well initiative, to promote flexible and inclusive working environment. So basically, Flex program comprises of various forms of flexibility and benefit to enable you to operate at your personal best at work and outside work. So we have three categories called flex work, life work, and parent work. Last is not least is about the social activities where we aim to create an impact on society and also on our people through D&I and CR activities. So we have launched a 5-year plan to address 3 issues of Vietnam, social issue of Vietnam. So we have education, environment, and gender equality. Regarding the D&I initiative, we focus on 3 main topics: gender balance, workforce diversity, and disability. Okay, about the compensation benefit here, we provide you a very competitive package in the market, and we review the package every 2 years to ensure that we are in line with the market. All right, so let's go to the next slide, where I would like to give you an information about our campus recruitment program during the year. So basically, we have 2 main programs: internship and fresh graduate. For different life service, we have audit and tax, and we have deals. And along the year, there are also many hiring opportunity at entry and experience level for all life service, like consulting. We have deals. We have also digital transformation office team. So along the year, we have also many opportunity. So let me know your comment on this timeline. Is it okay with your study schedule? So if you have any questions, so feel free to ask me on the Q&A section. All right, so to get our most updated hiring information, so please follow us on our next slide, please, Ty. Please follow us on our career site and also our social media channel like Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. So feel free to to choose the one that you are comfortable with. We are very active in social media. Okay, so I end my presentation here, and if you have any questions, so again, feel free to ask in the Q&A section at the end of the presentation. And now I would like to hand over to my colleague in digital and transformation team, so they will share with you more insight about our transformation journey. So over to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Tường. We are a member of a digital business unit from PWC, and we develop tools to solve the problems for our clients and colleagues. Our goal was established transformation. And next one, I will invite a.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm An, and I first joined the firm in September 2019 under the risk and quality team. And at that time, some teams within the firm were thinking of having a person or two that have knowledge of technology to assist them. So I was with them until November last year, when the firm decided to create a big team that works purely on technology for the whole organization. I saw that this is a great chance to improve my skills, so I asked my manager if I could transfer to this team.
Hello anh Vinh ơi, sorry we cannot hear you.
Can you hear?
Yes, yes, we can hear you well. Yep.
All right. So unlike Kang, I joined PWC a little bit later at the end of 2020. At the time, I started in the tech technology team as a developer. As someone who studied networking and telecommunication and worked as system administrator for almost 2 years, this was a whole new journey for me at PwC, from the environment to the everyday work. As you heard in Ty's introduction, PwC is a professional service network of firms, which is one of the big four accounting firms. So here, as a member of the tax technology team, I develop tools to solve problems for our client and colleagues and help with the digital transformation of their everyday work. And as for the name of the team subject, it's mainly for the tax and legal line of business of the firm. And as time went by, demand grew from a small team from the line of business. We have now become a firm-wide team with so many teammates working in different aspects of the software solution development cycle.
Yeah, so for me, it is I first
Back to you,
joined
Tường.
PWC. Yeah, can you hear me? Uh, I'm sorry.
Yes, Tường, we can hear you. Go ahead.
So for me, I first joined PWC at the beginning of December 2021 in a specialist operation position. I joined the company to contribute my experience so that we can build a strong team and a great place to work. We are working with other staff in the firm and will start serving external clients in the future. Within the last few months, We have launched tools that have reduced the time needed to collect the organized data, including one application that helps record to taxi booking for our management, and the another one that allow manager to evaluate the performance of their interns. Our current project is to have the secretary request bring bills when our firm provides services for other companies. We are ambitious and growing bigger. We have a lot of requests coming from the another team within the firm in our pipeline. That's why we're looking for more talent to join our team. So back to you, Anna. And
Thank you. Now you might wonder what it's like to go from being a student to working full time. I would say that it's a lot different. When you're still studying, you can choose to study alone and still graduate, or study with a group to help each other. But when you go to work, at least at PWC, you always have a team to support you. And of course, you need to be able to work well within a team. You also have managers and leaders that are interested in your career. It's just like my previous risk and quality team. My manager back then still let me join the new digital business unit, even though she knew that I wouldn't be able to help her all the time with her projects anymore. She's doing it because she felt that my new role would provide me with a great chance to grow. Um, in the digital business unit, we don't let our team members face challenges by themselves. The only thing we need from them is to let other members know the problem, and we can find solution together. For example, if you don't understand the section of code, another senior member will explain it to you. Or if you're not familiar with a certain coding language that would be used in the future projects, we'll let you have time to learn and get familiar with it along the way. If you're not sure about your career path, you can always talk to the director to find out whether it's really suitable for you. And we also have a meeting once every week to ensure that everyone is in the team knows what is going on and make sure everybody is included in the team.
Yeah, that's true. And apart from working, we have many times that the team will go out to eat something or jump from just a snack to a big meal. We share our experience and also our happy moments. Our BDC firm also hold a lot of activities that have different teams to get to know each other, from drawing lucky money in New Year to a banquet night during the Christmas season, away days, and also talk shows in mid-autumn or Women's Day. I think that's it for our talk. If you have any question, we're happy to answer them.
I would like to ask a question. Is that okay?
Yes, please feel free to
Okay,
ask.
thank you. I can see that your guys team is very focused on digital transformation and also finding solution for coding in various areas. So I would like to ask, I'm currently a digital business major in RMIT. So I'm very interested in uh, gaining an internship of a position that is related to your department. So can you please tell me what kind of preparation do I need to prepare to be to join the internship program to maybe have a future career with PWC? Thank you.
Uh, hi, thank you. So, thank you for interested in our program. Um, Specifically in our digital business unit, the thing that we want is like um, a coding background. So do you have any coding background?
Yeah, so I have some kind of experience with coding. Not too much, unfortunately.
Um, I think that's already good enough. So the thing that you need is just to show your passion when we having an interview. Yeah, just be confident.
Um, um, and um, and can you please tell me specifically what kind of internship position that you are offering right now? Because I was searching for the internship in PWC, and I only see auditing and also in our kind of internship, and not in the business digital business unit.
I believe there is currently two positions for the internship in our digital business service. Do you for we need from some kind of like a developer for our team to have to so like develop tools to set help our client and also maybe our teammates working on uh, their service, like their everyday work. You can apply for it in our uh, our LinkedIn. Maybe there's still isn't that untied.
Yes. Uh, can you leave your information so we can contact you for more detail on the internship?
Um, okay. Do you want me to type it in the chat for you?
Yes. Please type it in the chat.
Okay.
Hi, I just want to add on a bit about the internship opportunity. So actually, we are at the end of the fiscal year, I mean the financial year in PWC, and we are reviewing the headcount planning for the next financial year. So I think for surely we will have intern opportunity across all the service. And I think please follow our career site and also social media for the hiring information. And we surely have some opportunity starting from July of 2020, 22. So just for your information about the planning. Yeah. But actually at this moment, we don't have any vacancy for digital team at internship level.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, I would like to end my question here.
Thank you, Kung, for sharing the question and also unmute yourself to interact with our guest speakers. So while we receive a list of the question in a chat box, we also receive the question from the student sent in advance. So I would like to share the screen. Just a few questions sent in a registration form earlier. So I think it's better we can address this question first, and then we'll come back with the question in the chat box. Hope that is okay for all of the guest speakers. So the first one is, what is the bonus skill that your company is seeking for? I think it would apply for your department first, about what kind of like bonus skills from your digital operations department looking for. Yes.
Okay, so let me answer first about bonus skill for from the firm perspective, right? So
Sure.
I think as we mentioned earlier about digital upskilling, so I would like to emphasize that the bonus skill that we are seeking for right now is about digital and language. So digital skill can be under various form of skill like data, like uh, programming. Basically, it's not advanced, but we still open for basic programming as well. So you have digital skill, you have language. I mean, different from English. English is of course compulsory, but rather than that, we still seeking for like Japanese, Korean. We got a very big FDI investment from this country and Chinese as well. So what makes you different from others is digital skill and language skill.
Thank you, Anh Ngọc Anh, for sharing. Yeah. So share again, like the bonus skills is digital skill. If you also have some basic about programming language, and also beside English as a compulsory language in PWC, they are also looking for Korean, Japanese, and also Chinese as well. Okay, thank you, Anh Ngọc Anh. The next question, how would you describe your workflow and office culture?
So for this question, I think I would like to hand over to our team. They are very young and they can provide you more insight about our culture and working culture in PWC.
Yep, sure.
Over to you, Anne.
Okay, thank you, anh Ngọc Anh. So specifically in our team, the work we are using the Scrum process to do the projects, and for the office culture, how should I say it? Like, if you have any problem, you can always speak up and talk to the upper level if you need their help. And I think the level gap, I mean the gap between you and your manager is not big. We can be friendly together, and yeah, we can always talk. Yeah.
Thank you, Anh for sharing.
Yeah.
Do we have any add-on from other members of the team? Okay, if not, I would like to move to the next question. So this question asked before in the registration form, asking about the training programs for interns. So I know that PwC is looking for a lot of like position for interns in the upcoming time. But then can you share briefly more about whether is there any training, like specific training during the program for interns?
Okay, so as I mentioned in my presentation, we are learning and coaching culture. So we have a lot of training. It's not only for intern, but for all levels. So here is about intern. So you will have a big program, training program before you can start your job. So it would have a technical training program. I mean, specific one like accounting, audit procedure, for example, tax procedure. And we also have a soft skill training program on how you will work with the team, how you work with client, right? And together with that, we have some, training on the system as well. We got a lot of tool and system that you need to work during the projects. So don't worry about the training. I think you will be surprised with the training at PWC. We got many training and learning programs throughout the year. It's not only for interns.
Thank you, Anh Ngọc Anh, for sharing the training system from PwC. And I think it's really helpful for the student who are looking for internship. The next question, how will my supervisor evaluate my performance? Are there specific metrics I can see?
Okay, so I will start first, and later on, maybe other members can share with you. So we have one-time performance review per year, and as you know, we work on many projects throughout the year, right? It's not only one project or one big job. So you will get involved into many projects. So that means many managers, different managers throughout the year. So each project, you will get a feedback from the manager in charge of the job. And you collect this feedback at the end of the year, and we will, based on that, to evaluate your performance.
Mm.
So, like we can say, we had like a 360 degree of the evaluation program. So this is basically our framework. The metrics, I think, is based on our professional framework. So we have 5 attributes to evaluate on the performance. So one is the whole leadership, technical capability, business acumen, global acumen, and relationship. So we will base on these 5 attributes that we call professional PWC professional framework to evaluate our employees, including all level.
Thank you, Anh, for very detailed
Yeah, so
sharing.
I
Yeah.
think Anne or other members can share. So how you will be, evaluate throughout the year. Maybe your insight about the effectiveness, or is it anything you want to share? I think many things we can discuss.
Thank you, Ngọc Anh. So apart from the supervisor looking at the performance, the upper level, the supervisor also look at the feedback of the colleagues. So if you work well in the team, they will ask your team member to see whether you are really working well in the team. So we encourage to give each other feedback so that the supervisor can have a big picture about our performance. Yeah.
Okay. Additionally, apart from the evaluation from the line managers, you also have the evaluation from another college that you have worked with. We have a system called Snapshot. For example, our department, as the human capital, we recruit employee candidate for another department. So after we finish the test, we raise a proposal on Snapshot to take the evaluation from the hiring manager that we have worked with. So they gonna evaluate our performance regarding to our test, like how long we recruit or one employee for them and how responsible that we give them. Yeah, something like that.
All right, thank you for all of your input. So it's also really important, not based on your performance, but also PwC also like evaluate on the performance or the team working skill from you compared to the others as well. So please be mindful about this. Okay, so the last question on the screen, what do you think is the most challenging factor about working for this company?
All right, so let me answer first. So from my view, the most challenging things is about pressure. So I would like to admit, because you will hear a lot of people about work-life balance in Big Four, right? So I would like to admit that it's very, very pressure, especially during the busy season for audits and tax, and even for other like service like deals or consulting. We work on projects. We are project-based, right? So we need to work and to meet the timeline for the project. So we are under very high pressure. So if you would like to work in consulting or advisory before, so bear in mind that you will be in very high pressure. So uh, of course there is benefit from that, but we would like to emphasize again, because I got many questions from students, like is it work-life balance in PwC or other big fours? So I would say it's up to you on how you can measure your work-life balance. But we create flexibility, like I mentioned in my presentation. So we have many flexibility initiatives. So to give you the possibility to adapt with your best at work and outside work as well. So this is my answer, and then I will leave my team, other members to share with you about their views.
Thank you, Ngọc Anh. So, for me, the most challenging factor about working is to be flexible. Yeah. Aside from the work-life balance that Ngọc Anh just said, we also need to have need to be open-minded because in our firm there are diversity of many people coming from many different backgrounds. So we need to have an open-minded and have a skill of listen to work properly with everybody.
Thank you, Anang. So we have you need to work about the most challenging factor from Anh Ngọc Anh pressure, and from Anh Ang is about you have to flexible and also open-minded. And how about Anh Vinh? What is the most challenging factor from your opinion to work for PwC?
So for me, the challenging must be something I don't know about how about the other team, but for my team, my manager usually have like a team meeting every start of the week at the Monday, and he usually asks for what you learned from last week. You learned something new aside from your work, or could you share it to the whole team? And that means that aside from the work at the BWC at the week, I also have to like find something new to study and improve myself during the time I work, and find the time find the time for myself, and not just work, but have to spend some time at the day to actually study something new and improve my career path. And then not just study for yourself, and then you have to practice sharing with the other team member on Monday. So I actually feeling glad that he asking for such thing, because it's not only keep pushing me to study, but also can help me with the presentation stuff, because as study technology, I'm not very good at presentation in front of people, and maybe talking in general. So may doing stuff like that every week uh, keep me push me to improve myself more and more, and that's I feel glad.
Mm. Thank you, Anvin, for such a very interesting story from your side. Yep, I believe that yeah, that is something like we need to keep updated about ourselves for something related to careers or other skills, and also reflected to the team as well. So hope that when a student can join PwC, they can also follow with that culture, and then of course it's a good advantage for them to not only learn from themselves, but also learn from the others as well. Thank you.
I just
Yes.
want to add in one more thing that I think is will be the challenge for the fresher. You know, is about what they expect from the internship and what actually happened in the internship at PwC or other Big Four. Maybe the fresher they think the internship gonna be gentle, like easy and gentle. But in Big Four, I can guarantee that you have a lot of work to do. So it's may over your expectation. It's nothing like your expectation. You have to work a lot, but in return, you will learn a lot. You know, if you have friends or brother and sister that already work at the Big Four, you can ask them. Some may say like 1 month working or 1 year working at Big Four is like 2 or 3 year working at another firm. You know, like you have to work a lot. but in return you learn a lot, you know.
Mm. And thank you, Anthai, for your input. I do believe I totally agree because we have some fresh graduates already work in PwC, and then when they come back to the university and have some sharing with a student, they also share the same story with that what you mentioned before. Like if you spend like 1 to 2 years in the big fours, it help you to gain experience equivalent to 3 or 4 years or more. Yep, thank you. Yep, so that's it for the question sent in advance from the registration form. But I believe that we still have some question in the chat box. So let me see the chat box and speak out the question. The first question from Kwe, she asked, would it be possible for a logistics student who does not have any accounting certificate to join PwC?
All right, it's a very tough question because we only have the information about logistics, right? So I would like to share one of the services that may be suitable to your education background. So we have in tax a service called uh, World Trade Management. Actually, we advise client on how they can minimize the risk on the tax and the tax trade system. So I think logistics is one of the key customer of our service. So you advise client on custom regulation, tax related to custom and others, uh, other aspect related to custom. So if you would like to work on that service, so you can have a research on this service on our website.
Hmm.
It's called World Trade Management Services.
Okay, thank you, anh Ngọc Anh. Yeah, again, like share with you, Khuê. It is a World Trade Service from PwC, so you can find out more information from their website. And I believe that if you still have any question, you can also contact back to PwC from their contact point on the website as well. Thank you. So the next question from Mặn, he asked like, has PwC sent email for test and interview meeting for fresh graduates recruitment?
Not sure it is a real-time question or because we are doing some fresh graduate campaigns right now. So if yes, of course, we communicate with candidate via email. Yeah. So all the steps will be communicated by email. So you got information about tests, interviews, and even result. So we do communicate by email.
Thank you, anh Ngọc Anh. Yeah. The next question from Quân. He asked, I'm an alumni who graduates next week. May I ask if I could apply for a transaction strategy deals internship position through this recruitment week session?
Yeah, sure. So if you would like to apply for TS, we call transaction services for deals. So yeah, do send us your email. So I can leave my email here after the session. So you can feel free to send me the CV so I can forward to my recruiter who is in charge for deals advisory.
Thank you, anh Ngọc Anh. So Quang ơi, so please watch out in the chat box. So anh Ngọc Anh will send his email, and then you can contact him and send the CV directly to him. Thank you. Another question. Yep. Please go ahead, anh Ngọc Anh.
Okay, so I will send my email here in the chat box.
Yep. Thank you. The last question from Lam. He asked like for each internship position that PwC offers, is it competitive? How many how many slots are often available each year for each position?
Oh, it's a very big question. I can give you the detail right now because we are still on the headcount planning exercise. So actually, I can share with you overall. We offer internship I think the biggest team is assurance, audit, financial audit. Second one is tax, so different services under tax, like corporate tax or transfer pricing. And we also have deal internship, but it's very competitive because the number of the vacancies is very limited. Yeah, so I think big team, assurance, and tax, and otherwise you can apply for deals. So I think feel free to apply because you should maximize your opportunity, right? So feel free to apply uh, and accept the challenge. Go, and don't think too much about opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, Anh Ngọc Anh, for your message. Anh Ngọc Anh, I also have a question. Like, we receive many, like students send their email address and looking for, like waiting for the information about the internship. So should we collect on the emails from them and then send to you later, once the internship program is open?
I think the best way, as I mentioned in my presentation, is social media. So
Mm,
I think you are very young. You are Gen Z generation, right? So that's why we would like to communicate with you uh, the way you want to be. So Facebook, Instagram as well. So Instagram is very new to us. So feel free to follow our Instagram. So all the hiring information, especially the big campus recruitment like internship, we will communicate in our social media. So just follow that, apply because we have a system for the application. So just complete your application online, and we will all, sure that we receive your application.
sure. So to all the student who just send the email in the chat box and looking for the internship, so please follow PWC on the social channels like Instagram or Facebook or even LinkedIn. Uh, uh, I share from Anh Ngọc Anh, so you can find all the information there and also have the direct application link for you to apply. Okay. Yep. The next question from Mạnh also, like after biometric test of PWC, what are the next steps?
Oh, very direct question. So after the online assessment test, we will have depend on the campus. For recruitment campus internship, we will have group interview, and for fresh, you go direct to the panel interview, the final one. So
Thank
if
you.
you receive the invitation email, so that means you passed the online test.
Okay, thank you, Anh Ngọc Anh. The next question, I think it would be for all of you here on the guest speakers from Linh. She asked, can you share shortly about your journey to BWC?
I'm sorry, is my connection is not stable. Can I hear the question again?
Yeah, the question is for all of the guest speakers today. Can you share shortly about your journey to BWC?
Oh, your journey. So, okay, I'm gonna talk about me first. So, I was studying in the America, the University of Minnesota, and I graduated in 2019, and go back and went back here and apply for PwC as an internship. So yeah, been working here for more than 2 years.
So for me, I also alumni of RMIT. I studied there for my bachelor and MBA degrees. So after I came back from Australia, I joined Shinhan Bank first for my to pursue my human resource management career. So after like more than 4 years of working at Shinhan Bank, I moved to PwC, and I just moved here for 4 months. The 4 months, but in 4 months, I can say that the environment is very professional. We have a lot of things to do. The most impressive me is the system. Like we have a lot of training program there in the Ventet system, and we have to set like our personal goal as the team engagement and well-being project. Also, like the people in the team is very supportive. Um, I can say the international environment. Yeah.
Thank you, Anh Thái, for your sharing a brief of your journey. How about Anh Vinh? What is your journey with PWC or before? Can you share with us a little bit?
Yes, so after I graduated at the University of Information Technology, I actually after graduated at the school, I first joined a French network company first. I worked there almost 3 years, and then after that, I rethink my career path and start an internship as a developer in PWC. And I think I'm been here for over a year now. So I think it is a great change for me, and I think I like the PWC professional framework that helped me to improve myself further into the path that I like for my journey in the
Mm.
future.
Thank you, Anh Vinh, for sharing. So you have background in IT. I mean, like the technical side, right?
Yeah.
So a little bit different with the others. The last one, how about you, Anh Ngọc Anh ơi? Can you share with our student a little bit about your journey? Could be a long journey, I guess.
Yeah. No, not very long. I'm still young. All right. I graduated in France in finance accounting. So I have been working in finance audit for over 5 years. And then I decided to move my career towards HR. So I start with so before PWC I worked in EY before, and then audit finance, and then manpower. This is my first job as a recruitment consultant. So I continue the HR professional service in banking area. So Techcombank, VIB, and now PWC. So I worked in PWC I think for almost 4 years. Yeah, 4 years.
Yep. Thank you, Anh Ngọc Anh. Hope that our students can also hear on the journey. And if you want to connect with our guest speakers, please feel free to follow them on the social channels as well. The
Just a
next,
question about the chat box. I cannot find the chat box. Maybe I joined in the web-based version. Right?
yep,
So I
yeah.
cannot find the chat box here for the email. So I think Thanh, can you share my email to the one who interested in the TS service?
Yep, sure.
Mm.
So is it okay for me to send to share your email address in the chat box for all of the student, or it's
Yeah,
better?
sure.
Okay,
Just
great.
to remind that the best channel is for the hiring information is in our career site and social media. So
Mm.
feel free to follow us.
Thank you, Anh Ngọc Anh. I think we also have the last question from Man. He also asked, can you share some tips and some questions that candidates may have to answer in the interview meeting of the company?
So my advice for this question, I got a lot of similar question from students. So my answer is always be who you are. So you no need to prepare anything. Just be who you are, because this is what we want to hear from you, and we promote our diversity in terms of workforce planning. So we want to be diversified. So be who you are. You don't need to answer a question like others, right? So this is my advice for you.
Thank you, and Ngọc Anh. Are there any add-on from other guest speakers, anh Thái or anh An or anh Vinh, about, like your own experience about some frequent question used to be asked in the interview, and is there any tips to address that?
Yeah, I think yes. I'm agree with anh Ngọc Anh is that just be yourself, because when we conduct the interview, we try to have like a normal conversation with the candidate. We don't want to make it stressful or something. It's just a normal conversation to make everyone feel natural. But from my point of view, the hiring manager tend to want to hear your knowledge, and like like what what do you know about it, the job that you are applying. So the more knowledge, and the more knowledge about the job you're applying, is the I think it's the more chance to you get that job after the interview. Like before the interview, you should googling, searching about the job that you're applying to know more detail about the job. Yeah. So you can answer the question from the hiring manager.
Thank you, anh Thái, for your sharing from the, let's say, HR perspective. So how about anh An or anh Vinh, from your end, not from HR, but then for your own experience? Is there any tips to share to our student?
Okay, so I was joining the firm like 2 years ago, so probably didn't have, I didn't remember much. But the thing I could say that different teams will have different different recruitment method. So for my old team, at that time they are looking for a person who has a technology background, because my major back then was computer science, so I have coding background. And when I went to the interview, they asked me to write some code to create a website, but it's just a simple one. And after that, it's just a conversation between me and the manager. And yeah, the key thing is just to be yourself, be confident, and always smile.
Thank you, anh An.
Yeah.
And the last one, how about anh Vinh?
So for me, like I say, in different team they have a different method of recruiting people. So for me myself, at the time, my team is actually the starting point of the technologies. So it's a bit a little different than the other. So I do have a testing that I had to be done first, and then come to the conversation with the managers. So what I did then is actually just like be myself and be straightforward, and not pressure yourself so much, and then you can start talking nonsense to the manager. Just be straightforward and get to the point, and maybe then you will find that you get your points speaking out to the other, and then the manager will understand you and find yourself maybe suitable for the job.
Mm. Okay, thank you for all the valuable, advice and tips
Mm.
from the guest speakers, and I hope that the student can take some notes. And of course, like after this session, we also send them the recordings and some notes that we also from our team take note, and then the student can learn from that. I think that's all for the question today. Hope that I address all the question so far. So thank you so much for your time to join in this morning, and sharing a lot of stories and also insights from PwC and your upcoming, I mean, like the current hiring, like plans that student can learn from that. Once again, I would like to thanks, and also hope that you will stay safe and have a wonderful Friday and also the weekend ahead. Thank you so much, student. So if you want to say thank you to our guest speaker, so please feel free to type in the chat box. And hope you also have a wonderful, like morning today. Thank you. Hope to see you around soon. Stay safe.
everyone.
Thank
You. Bye
you.
bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.